8 walls successful people break through. Ever feel like you've hit a brick wall? You're not the only one. Almost everybody who's ever wanted to make something of their life has hit a brick wall, a challenge that they struggled to overcome, or even gave up because of it. The successful people of the world give themselves no choice but to break through these walls. Are you currently in a similar situation? Are you facing a challenge that you don't think you can't accomplish? If you are, or if you're worried that you will face one in the short time ahead, then maybe this article can help you by identifying 8 brick walls successful people break through, and exactly why you need to break through them in order to achieve success. 1. Temptation to start over. I have been tricked, many times before, by the temptation to start over on something new. What I would do is I would start on a new business venture, only to then spot something that looked slightly better, easier and more accomplishable. The misconception is that it's not entirely about which type of venture you undertake, but more about how much effort and time you put into that one opportunity. Play video. Think about it. If you keep setting out on a new venture every month, you'll never get anywhere. What you need to do is just focus solely on one venture, and when and only when you achieve success or certain failure with it, you can begin to invest your time into those that you may have stopped and admired before. 2. Going against what's normal. The definition of normal and the definition of success will never be the same. No matter how much time passes, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what job you have. If you consider being successful as being normal, then almost everybody would be successful, and therefore the definition of success would change, because it's in our nature to want more out of life. Things just don't work like that. If everyone suddenly had your definition of success, it wouldn't be considered success anymore. It would be considered the bare minimum, and people would start looking for the opportunity to become something more. The definition might stay the same, but the standards by which that definition stands will change. Just think, how much money do successful people have today, compared to 50 years ago? The point is this: in life we are always pushed towards what's normal. Going to school, university, getting a good job and starting a family. That's what we get pushed towards because that's what's normal. What gets skipped out is all the amazing parts between that just can't be covered by your lecturers, your employers, because there's too many possibilities outside of the zone we call average. Successful people will often go against the norm, to explore possibilities and opportunities that nobody else has yet been able to explore. And that's exactly how they've come so far in life. 3. Long periods of no results. This is something we write about time and time again when it comes to success. A period of no results is another of the brick walls successful people break through at one point or another. It can be tempting to give up when things are just flat and nothing seems like it's going anywhere. This point is likely to occur, even multiple times when you're trying to achieve success, and it's something you've just got to bear through. The results will come, eventually. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of patience. 4. Missing guidance from others. A lot of the time when people are starting out in business or their own careers, they don't have people to look up to, people who can help guide them. The reason for this is because their definition of success is probably doing something that nobody's ever done before, and so at best they can only follow certain role models, but won't have them around for guidance. It's a tough wall to break through when your startup's a new and daring adventure that hasn't been undertaken before. All you want is that little bit of guidance from a professional, to keep you in check and on the right track. You've got to be willing to go it alone. 5. Illusions of what's needed to start. There are often illusions of what's needed to start a business or take advantage of an opportunity. You may have a great idea that you can't wait to put to action, but struggle to get started because of what you think's needed. Things can always be altered in order to start with the funds you have. Don't cut out the essential equipment, but just keep things simple. That means no fancy Apple Macs, no oversized premises that you barely fill, and no ridiculous outsourced costs that could just as easily be handled by yourself. 6. Routine laziness. Routine laziness is the doer of all evil. It's the type of thing that keeps you in bed all day watching box sets rather than going out and showing the world all that you've got. Rather than seeing all there is to see. You know what you have to do. You have to break out of this bad habit and start making the effort to use your time wisely, learn and grow as a person. Can you do that? 7. Being uncomfortable. Getting into all the habits of waking up early, focusing completely on your work and not goofing off, they're all the opposite of what's comfortable. It takes the effort and discipline I mentioned above, to get used to being uncomfortable. It's always great to make a little time to relax. You'll feel great about yourself if you're out there all day killing it and giving it all you've got, to then give yourself an hour or two of complete relaxation. If you just relax all day, you haven't earned that right, and you know it. I know what both days feel like, and a full day of relaxation makes me feel like I've wasted quite a lot of time. It makes me feel weak. 8. Having ideas dismissed. Some of the most successful people in the world have had their ideas dismissed by people at one point in the other. An example fresh in my mind, the TV series, Breaking Bad. I'm sure many of you have watched it, or at least heard of it. Breaking Bad was turned down by many of the major networks, until AMC decided to run it. It later became an absolute smash hit that everyone loves, and has brought success to everyone involved. If the creators of Breaking Bad had just let this wall get the better of them, and stopped searching for a way to get it aired, then it would cease to exist and we would all none the wiser. Just because you have your ideas turned down by a couple of people, doesn't mean that they're not worth anything. Everybody has their own walls they have to break through. They're given the motivation to do so by visualizing what lies on the other side of those walls. Some decide to break through them, others decide to give up. You enjoyed this video, right? Our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. Also, we have hand-picked other interesting videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss other educative videos like this. We love you. Thank you.